All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan and Dr. Anthony Stroman. I got to acknowledge him right now. Dr. Stroman, my awesome brother in the Lord, my awesome friend. How you doing today, Doc?
I am fantastic and amazing.
Yes, you are amazing, man. I love it. Hey, Doc, I'm gonna give you, because we know each other, so I'm gonna give you a chance to just say, opening up, just open up, say anything you would like to say as an opening statement. I'll come back to me and give you a quick bio there of you and introduce you to the world. But anything you'd like to say to the network first before we get started, Doc?
Well, I guess the first thing I like to say, you know what? We have limitless ability, potential,
Yeah.
and vision to do what we're called to do.
Amen.
And nothing can stop what we have been
Come on
designed
now.
and custom made to do.
Come on now.
It
All right.
is your birthright,
Come on now.
successful.
Y'all listen up.
That's your original design to be
Yes,
successful.
yes, yes,
That's in your DNA to
yes,
be
it is.
successful. Because your success is good for God. Hello. Your success is good for God. And so, anyway, Kevin, it's just a joy to be with you, my dear brother in Christ. Love, love,
Yeah.
love everything that you do, what you stand for. You're such a blessing to the body of Christ all over the planet, my brother.
Oh, praise the Lord, Brother Anthony. Let's don't get us get it right, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. He gets credit for everything, as Dr. Stroman and I believe. There's only one God, one Son, and one Holy Spirit, ladies and gentlemen, and they come together as one. So we thank God for his awesomeness. We thank God for bringing us together. As you know, Brother Stroman, the Lord knew us before the foundation of the world. He knew we were going to be here today, and before
Yes,
we
sir.
knew it. So he knew it. He knew it. So we thank God for his awesomeness and who he is today, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we thank God for you two, ladies and gentlemen, who are joining us live, and also to those later on as well on the network. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about some business areas, okay, today. A lot of you are already business owners, right, like me and Dr. Stroman. Guess what? You're also thinking about starting your own business. But guess what? There is a specific process, folks, for business, okay? There's rules, regulations, and things you must know. And we're going to talk about one of those today with Dr. Stroman, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Stroman is an awesome speaker, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a mentor, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a teacher and trainer, business owner, as mentioned earlier. He's also a minister of the gospel, ladies and gentlemen. He can share the gospel with you as well. He is an amazing individual that brings you practical teaching of the word, but also practical areas that you need to think about to put into action, like today. So we want you to take action today on what he's going
Mm,
to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen.
mm.
And we're going to be talking about business credit today with Dr. Stroman. And guys, I'm going to tell you, folks, this is if for those who want to be entrepreneurs, you've got to listen up and you've got to understand what's going on. So we're going to have Dr. Stroman give him his contact information later on to you guys, so you guys can follow up with him, set up an appointment to learn more about these areas. We're going to be talking about business credit. We're going to be asking and talking to Dr. Stroman about these areas for the next 45 minutes or so, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for joining us. Hey, this is part of our Power Connection series on the MLT Global Network, ladies and gentlemen. Power Connections brings in powerful people like Dr. Stroman to talk about key topics that will literally change your life if you apply it and move forward. Hey, Doc, let's go and get started here, buddy. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, brother Kevin. Let me start off by saying this. I'm gonna talk briefly in the beginning
Yeah,
about the movement that I'm involved with. Is called the Success Triangle.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and what I focus on with business people, churches, organizations are these three things. And the Success Triangle is three areas that we need to master.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first one is, as you all know, brother Kevin, is mastering headquarters.
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing changes until your mind changes.
yes,
We must realize that your mind has a gold mine in it.
yes.
You also must realize that your mind is the most expensive real estate there is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the CPU computer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything that we do, it is the thinking process,
Yeah,
good, bad, indifference. So being intentional about mastering headquarters will help you to live the abundant life.
Yes.
But you got to be intentional. It doesn't happen automatically. That is the first thing you need to focus on in the beginning of the morning, I believe. So the success triangle, the first thing, because the things that me and Kevin going to talk about today and things that we've talked about in the past and other guests, wonderful guests that Kevin had in the past, you're not going to do them if you don't master headquarters.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the first thing is mastering headquarters. The second thing, Brother Kevin, is mastering taking care of your billion-dollar temple. Okay, because business people, we have a tendency to go after our wealthy place and to neglect our healthy place. Most successful multi-millionaires and billionaires, many of them have a health program to deal with the ups and downs, the stresses that we have to go through as we build empires in our respective arenas.
Yeah.
You cannot do it without good health.
Right.
Okay. So the balance is important. So the third part of the triangle, Kevin, is what we're going to talk about today, which is mastering financial power. In particular, the power of business credit. The power of business credit. Now, my background, I was a VP of Credit Professionals International of Atlanta.
Yep.
I worked in the banking industry. I worked in the financial area for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
It's been one of my passions to educate people. And Kevin, we know, we've heard a million times, my people are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge.
Yep.
The second thing in Isaiah, my people are captive because they have no knowledge.
Yeah.
And what I tell people all the time, knowledge in its proper use wins battles. Let me say it again. Knowledge in its proper use wins battles. Okay? So we must understand, if you want to stay in the arena of mastery, you have to acquire knowledge and you have to thirst for knowledge. That's why I love what Brother Kevin is doing, because that's what he does. He's a knowledge broker. And that's what we're here to talk about, some knowledge. But again, like Kevin say, you know, I say this all the time, we have too many professional hearers, but amateurs at doing. Professional hearers, but amateurs at doing.
Right.
It doesn't matter how excited you get, how much emotions you show. Once you get information, it is all about execution. If not, you wasted 30, 40 minutes unless you execute and do something with information.
Yep.
And we know the Bible says faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing, but results come by doing. Faith come by hearing, but results come by doing. So the things that Kevin, what he's doing, he's been doing for years, is to help to empower people. But you got to have a desire to be empowered. So let me kind of jump into our topic today about the power of business credit. This is so critical, important, especially in the times that we're living in, the past couple of years, what we've gone through.
Yeah.
We know the deal. Okay, so we understand that we need to have what I call some business gladiators. We need business gladiators. See, for us to move this thing forward, the gospel, we need multi-millionaires and billionaires, man. It takes money to get this thing done. So when you understand the purpose of money, that's the first thing. You have to understand the purpose. Then you will enjoy the fringe benefits. The purpose first, and then you enjoy the fringe benefits. Okay? So what about this business credit? So let's talk about it. Well, I have been so blessed to be introduced about probably about 10 years ago to an amazing company called eCredible. It is genius what they put together. But the thing is, many people that are in business, many people who want to start a business, do not know about this powerful program that me and Kevin are going to talk about today. The CEO of eCredible was the president of Equifax, and he's been in the credit field for over 18, 19 years. Okay, so they got a board, an extremely impressive board, Kevin, of consultants, financial experts, that's been in the field for decades and decades and decades.
Yes, sir.
So the board is very impressive. The consultants are very impressive. I had a chance to go to the corporate office to meet these people. So this ain't something I pull up on the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, face to face, because I believe in culture and getting to know the heart of people. And one thing you can do when you're looking eyeball to eyeball, kneecap to kneecap, you really get to know somebody. And these some high standard quality people with integrity.
Yeah.
So now, what makes eCredible so unique and special? First of all, I think we're going to begin with, why do we need business credit? What we have found that millions of entrepreneurs, by no fault of their own, because of a lack of knowledge, have used their personal credit. And as a result, have in many cases have put themselves into a liable situation, Kevin,
Yes.
by using their personal credit.
Right.
We must begin to understand to separate your personal credit from your business credit. We got to stop commingling these two things. Now, again, if you have done that, no condemnation. That's why we're having the conversation, so you can correct the ship. It is okay. Don't beat yourself up. Lift yourself up. When you got new information, you know better, you do better. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up, because a lot of things I learn every day. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Oh, I didn't know that. We're always evolving. We're always a student all the time.
Yes.
Perpetual learning all the time. We're growing all the time. So remember, now here's the thing about your personal credit. The personal credit versus business credit, they're totally two different animals. Personal credit is highly regulated.
Yeah.
The Fair Credit Reporting Act, highly regulated. In the business credit arena, it's not regulated, Brother Kevin.
Oh.
It's not regulated like this.
Oh.
So I want you to get that out.
Wow.
It's opt-in, it's volunteer. You know, with personal credit, you got to give somebody, for the most part, permission to pull it, right?
That's right.
With business credit, they don't need no permission. They can look at your stuff anytime. There's no opt-out.
Gotcha.
So that's important to understand,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
somebody want to do business with you, a net 30, net 45 days, whatever the case may be, they're going to pull your business credit.
Right.
And if you don't have it, we're going to help you out with that today. And let me just say something to you. There's so many opportunities, Brother Kevin, that people miss because they did not take the time to build a business credit.
Right.
It's better to have and not need it than to need it and don't have it. Meaning that, for an example, let me give a quick example. Wouldn't it be wonderful, Kevin, if somebody has $100,000 of a line of credit and they don't have to use it unless they need it?
Right. Right.
Suppose you get a big contract. I give you this example. You could have a t-shirt company, and all of a sudden, an organization wants you to make 200,000 t-shirts.
Yeah.
You got to have the capital to make that thing happen.
Right.
And if you don't have it, you lost $500,000 or $1 million of profit. Hello. Suppose somebody's in real estate investments.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they come across 10 properties, and all they need is 5,000 a pop to get these properties. Guess what? If you do not have the capital, you can't take advantage of that program where you could have earned $4 million off that transition. I want people to feel me, to understand why it's important. Planning and preparation is critically important to put these things in place, because anything can happen. And you know how the world is right now. It's on quicksand with so many different things happening.
Yeah.
You want to put yourself in a strong position
Yeah.
to be able to pivot, if you will, to take advantage of opportunity. But you got to position yourself. It's all about positioning yourself to be able to take care and take advantage of the opportunity.
Yes,
because
sir.
the worst thing that can happen when you have an opportunity and you didn't take care of it, and now you're beating yourself up and said, I wish I would have started business credit. Now, here's the deal. Let me break this thing down. eCredible is connected to 4 major credit reporting agencies. And I want people to take notes, because I'm a teacher. You got to take notes and get this. Dun & Bradstreet, which people know about. Equifax, that people know about. Experian, and Asunia.
Yeah.
Well, when you do business, you don't know which one they're going to use. Sometimes they use multiple credit bureaus. For the most part, They have a contract with one of them. You don't know which one they're going to use.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the beauty of Equitable. Simultaneously, they connect you with all four,
Okay.
building your credit quickly. Let me say this at this time. Typically, it can take 6 months, a year to establish business credit. Brother Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
this program is so efficient,
Yeah.
it can happen in a week.
I
I hope
love
you
it.
heard me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can happen in a week. I had a brother call me about three weeks ago.
Yeah.
He got a line of credit. It's so fast. He called me and said, Anthony, man, I got this line of credit within a week.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
The technology that they use, the platform that they use. Remember, these guys been in the credit world for
Yeah.
years. They
Right.
know what they're doing.
Yep. Yep.
So now here's the deal. Here's the deal. They connect to 2,000 utility companies.
There you go.
2,000. Now I need people to get what I'm about to say because this is very important. You can connect your power, your water bill,
Mm-hmm.
gas bill,
Mm-hmm.
mobile, cable TV,
Mm-hmm.
satellite,
Mm-hmm.
waste, internet, landline, and build business credit on things you're spending money on every single month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you can get credit for that, and it can happen within a week. That's how fast it is. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, they can go back 24 months. Let's just say you're paying your power bill. They can go back 24 months and see how you've been paying,
Mm-hmm.
and which is important because
Yeah.
that gives you a track record of 24 months of
Right.
on-time payments
Yep.
with that power company, water company, etc.
Yep. Yep.
Okay? Because everything in the credit world is based on behavior. Because
Right.
again, if they're extending credit to you and all these different things they're doing, it's a trust factor. And the
Right.
way our system is, your credit report is your report card
Yeah.
to the business world. That's your report card.
Yeah.
Do you want to be an A student, a B student, a C student, or a D student? Based on that, the terms that you negotiate, because see, if you don't have a good, strong credit,
Yeah.
it affects your negotiating power, Kevin.
Right. Right.
It affects the term.
Yeah.
Because now you got to deal with a higher interest rate because you didn't pay attention
Right.
of investing in building your credit. That's why the top experts around the country are saying one of the most important things that business people need to do is to establish business credit. But we don't think about it.
Mm-mm.
We don't think about it in our everyday operation with small businesses, because one of the things that we're planning on working with is helping 100,000 business people to
Yeah.
make sure they got business credit.
Yeah.
Because we want you to succeed in a massive way. We want you to have massive success.
Yeah.
But we know business credit can put you in a position to have that massive success. So that's what I want everybody to understand. We go back 24 months.
Yeah.
Now, you got to make sure you set things up right. And Kevin knows about this. So I'm going to briefly say a few things because we got so many resources on the website to help any business person to be mastery in their business. But here's what you want to understand.
Yeah.
You got to set your business up right. Secretary of State, okay? You got to have that thing set up. Your
Yep.
EIN number, right?
Yep.
Got to have it set up. Get you a DUN number, right? Okay?
Yep.
Got to have it set up. Now, watch this. When you set it up incorrectly, and when somebody's trying to lend you money, and you have information different over here and different over here,
Yeah.
and it doesn't match, it can have a red flag.
Yep.
So you want to make sure you're consistent
Yeah.
when you put these things together, because they're going to Secretary of State
Right.
to see what you look like.
Right.
Your principal parties in the business, all of that, they're looking at. If anything changes, you need to update your Secretary of State. It doesn't take long at all to get an EIN number, and the Secretary of State is not a big deal at all. The DUN number, simple, easy, free, don't take long at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this is how business people do business.
Yep.
This is how you do it. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
here's the deal. When eCredible create these accounts for you, they do it for you, all 4 accounts. So you don't have to do anything. So it goes straight to Experian and Equifax, bam, your account is set up.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So you don't have to do no extra work. They do it for you. That's the part of the membership. They do it for you. And you're gonna laugh at this membership after when I get to that. You gonna say, Dr. Stroman, come on now. Seriously, come on, you joking. You're gonna laugh at that. That's why this is so amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna talk briefly about the marketplace.
Yeah.
With the marketplace with Incredible, when you go to the website, I mean, you talking about resources, Kevin. You have, because see, they're partners connected to these companies. So you go through Incredible, build your credit profile up.
Yes,
But
sir.
now they got partners that you can access, Kevin, because you're in the
Right.
ecosystem.
Yeah.
So business credit cards, yes. Loans, yes. Lines of credit, yes. Financing and leasing, yes. Credit monitoring, yes. Angel investors, yes. They got all of that on the website to access capital to build your empire. Okay. Another thing that's real cool about Incredible is this: their resources. They got 16 videos, and I'm gonna mention a few topics that you are very familiar with, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
You can learn about these things.
Yes, sir.
Because they got consultants to help you with this. Because guys, more information, more knowledge, then we can take our steps in the correct way. So here's what they have as far as the resources: 16 videos. How to properly set up your business, Kevin. How about this? Do you need an accountant or a lawyer on your dream team? They got that on there. Okay. The structure of your business. How do you need to register your business? How do you do that? Do you need a license?
Right.
Do you need a business account with your bank?
Yes.
And a proliferate of all kind of information, resources at your fingertips because of Incredible Resource Department. They do all of that for you. Okay. So imagine if you want to go ahead and get a loan, a line of credit, because you have favor, because you're connected with Incredible. Guess what? That puts you at an advantage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's very, very important. Now, let me get this out of the way because people might be thinking about this. So let's talk about it, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
So people say, well, Dr. Stroman, it sounds good. You know what they're thinking, right? How much is it going to cost?
Exactly.
First of all, let's take that word cost out and use the
Yeah.
word investment.
There you go. That's right. Business owner.
Everything is about perspective.
That's right.
Now, here's the fun part, because people are shocked when they find out, Kevin, to get this thing set up with Incredible, it is only, Kevin, only $49.95 to set everything up.
Yeah.
Then it's $9.95 a month.
Wow.
Kevin, that's 2 Starbucks coffees.
Absolutely.
Hello, man. What are we
It.
doing?
I know. We don't
And it's a tax write-off, brother Kevin.
Gotta value it.
It's a tax write-off. Okay?
Absolutely.
And how many millions of business people don't even know it exists?
Right.
And that's why I'm glad to be talking to your network to just make them aware and informed.
Yeah.
If you want to build a business, you need to have business credit. Okay?
Absolutely.
Because again, we talked about the regulations. See, they can do what they want to do because, you know, they got their own rules, these credit reporting. And see, what happens is you go to Office Depot, you do the different companies to kind of do a net 30 to kind of set up building your credit, which is fine.
Yeah.
They don't have to report if they don't want to. Okay? But with this, you reported to 4 credit reporting agencies quickly. They also have a manual way of doing it if it's not in the, you know, all these things that I mentioned earlier, telephone, the table, all of that.
Yeah.
They also have a department to do it. Like, for example, you have business insurance, leasing, legal services, other things that you have.
Yeah.
They can actually do a manual situation for you. But the beauty of it is so quick that it happens so fast that people are getting lines of credit, okay, in a very, very quick way. I'm going to give, I know we're still in our conversation, but I'm going to give out this site because I want people to really go to the site
Yeah.
and really do a deep dive. I'm just giving you a quick overview
Yeah. Yeah.
of the program, which is so amazing. So I say incredible is incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
so Kevin, you can put this in the chat, brother. It's
Yes, sir.
business
Yes, sir.
dot
I'll write it down first. Business dot. Go ahead. Business dot. Got it.
incredible. I'll spell that for you, Kevin. ECREDABLE.com.
Uh-huh.
Then you do a forward slash
Mm-hmm.
your dash financial dash healing. I'll go over it again, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Business dot incredible ECREDABLE.com forward slash your dash financial dash healing.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Okay. Now, one of the things that me and you are very passionate about, Kevin, is the
Yes,
young
sir.
people.
Yes, sir.
And this is why you got, one of the things that we're putting together is a mentor program. When you have these 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they need to be in the room
Mm-hmm.
learning about this stuff right now.
Yes.
Okay. They need to know how important it is for them to build business credit and to separate their personal credit.
Yes.
Okay. Because remember, if we don't teach them, how they going to learn this, right?
Right.
How they going to learn? So they need to understand about, and here's the thing again, I think it's important to understand that when you do have a line of credit, you don't have to use it. But Kevin, doesn't it give you peace of mind knowing
Yeah.
that you got $100,000, $200,000 of line of credit
Yeah.
and you don't need it?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely. Doc,
And you can use the money for
and Doc,
whatever you want to use it for.
absolutely. Let me share something real quickly, Joe. This is what I've been learning from the Black Mastermind from Dr. Watson. If you're don't have access to capital, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to be in business. Okay, you understand? Access to capital, not your personal account. Capital. That means you got to have money in the bank, money available somewhere to expand and sustain your business. That's what Doc is talking about today. Dr. Stroman is talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have capital. Again, separate from your personal account. We don't want you stealing money from your mortgage, from your light bill, from your gas bill every month. You have to have separate system. That's what Dr. Stroman is talking about today. Dr. Wonder, because that's one of the missing components people don't seem to get. They got to get into this program so they can get access to the money that's going to help their business grow. Back to you, Doc. Just incredible.
You're 100% correct. 100%
Yes,
correct.
sir.
And that's why I
Yeah.
said in the beginning, it's
Yeah.
better to have it than not have it. Because again, everybody's looking at you. If you have to do a partnership, you have to do
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
in the business world, they want to know because the bottom line is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Are you capitalized in a strong position in a strong way? If you got a big vision for your business, then you have to have capital
Yeah.
to back up that vision. You can't have a big vision in
Mhm.
small capital. So
Mhm.
again, you
Mhm.
can't have a big vision in small capital. This is why many of the businesses are suffering, so many of them around the country, is
Yeah.
because what Kevin said earlier about not having capital. Okay. So that's how we have to shift our mindset and say, you know what? I want to be in a strong position. And in order to do that, I'm going to build business credit. But the beauty of it, you can get started right away. You don't have to wait. Don't let the disease of procrastination hold you back. Execute this information right now. And when you go to the website, when you click on marketplace and resources, I just kind of hit on a few things. All the things that's on that website is to help you enhance and to build your business. Everything from the consultants, everything is right there. You need everything. I mean, we need all kind of resources to make this thing happen in a big way. Okay,
Mhm.
because I know one thing about the passion that we have, Kevin. We want to make sure, because one of the things that we'll be doing too
Yeah.
is we're bringing this program to churches now, right?
Yeah.
We're getting the church because Kevin, I think you remember years ago, I was over business by the book at my church.
Yes.
So I was responsible for working with the entrepreneurs at my church.
That's right.
Well, because that experience taught me a lot,
Yeah.
I decided what we are going to do because so many churches that have different business people in the church, we're going to
Mhm.
be doing Zoom events to these churches, and we're just going to say, invite the business people from your church.
Mhm.
Let's do a Zoom meeting and let's have a conversation. And that's one of the things that we're planning on doing, Kevin. And I'm talking
Fantastic.
to a major ministry right now.
Yes,
to
sir.
bring that to them because they need to know. And then, and again, don't feel bad if you don't know these things.
Right.
Okay. Now again, it's $49.95, $9.95 a month to get started. It takes about 4 minutes to get everything set up. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna download all your accounts, your water bill,
Mhm.
all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, once they download, they got to get permission for you to download all the information.
Right.
Once they download, then they upload it to all the respective credit bureaus. Okay, and again, we're actually getting ready to contract even another one, but right now,
Yeah.
those are the main four that people need to know about. Because again, if you try to do something, and if somebody pull that, they're gonna pull your credit report.
Right.
They're gonna pull it,
Yeah.
and you want to be in position
Mm-hmm.
because that's your report card. That's the only way they'll know you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that's key.
Yeah, powerful, powerful, Doc. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Dr. Anthony Stroman. Hey, we're talking about business credit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about how you get solutions to get that started. I want to really help you understand a little, ladies and gentlemen, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, everything has to be in order. Okay, that's the only thing. People are not going to loan you money just because you're a nice guy. Now, we're nice people, but they're going to say, Mr. Vaughan, you don't have your paperwork in order. So when you come back, you get your paperwork in order. So we got to understand that, ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing to do with, you got to know the game. You got to know the information. We're talking about you as a business owner. Doc, I wanted to share with everybody too, there is so much money out there. I just was looking up as Dr. Stroman was talking. There's 4 million people that say, I ain't going back to work. 4 million. I know in one state, they had 1 million people said, I quit. I ain't going back to work. I'm gonna start my own business, you know? So we got 4 million people in the United States, probably more than that, Doc, now that said, I ain't going back to business, but guess what? I'm going back to work, but guess what? They're gonna have to know how to start their business properly. And the reason why I mention that, there's so many opportunities, folks, for business owners. I think almost 90% of our economy is coming from small business owners. I love it. Isn't that crazy, man? Small business owners. 90% of our economy comes from small to medium-sized businesses, ladies and gentlemen. We're excited about that. But guys, if you're serious about scaling and building up your business, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be able to understand how to do that properly. But it's business, right? It's business. There's no reason why you can't get contracts with Microsoft, Dell, Google. They're looking for you right out there, ladies and gentlemen, but you're going to have to be properly positioned. Your business credit is going to have to be right in order to do business with them. You could be doing with the city of Atlanta, your city, wherever you're at, right? We're talking about county money, folks. We're talking about city money, state money, and federal money is out there right now. I can tell you, we got people, Doc. I know you know this already, Doc. There are contract people been in contracts, government contracts for years that got millions of dollars waiting for you. But you got to have that paperwork in order. You got to have your business credit in order. You got to have people that you're employing in order. You got to have other people. You can't just do this all by yourself now, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have some employees. I don't care if they're part-time, contract, or full-time. You got to put this all in place. And what Doc is sharing with us today, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do that on paper. You got to be able to pull this all together. So when you walk into a bank or walk into a system, you have all that in order. You can show them your website, wherever you got to show them, and then you walk out with whatever you were going for, 50,000, 100,000, but everything will be in order because folks, people want their money back. They're going to say, what's this investment? Am I going to get a return on my investment? They're not going to loan you money unless they're just going to give it to you, of course. That can happen. But folks, most of the time, they're going to loan you money with some type of interest, right? A return. I don't care if it's low or high interest. The point is they're going to want their money back. And you better understand that, ladies and gentlemen, or you'll be paying that debt back for the rest of your life. And we don't want that to happen. The goal is to get you in business with the right program, incredible system, ladies and gentlemen, is in place to help you organize and plan well. That's probably my best words right there, Doc. Organize and plan well. Back to you, Doc. I love it.
And doesn't the word say do things decent and in order?
Hey, I know somebody who's done the entire universe and he looked at himself and said, this is good. So that must mean he did a good job.
That's right. That's right. So the bottom line, what we're saying, Kevin,
yeah.
OYE, own your economy.
Yeah.
Own your economy.
Yeah.
That's what you want. I want everybody to get that. But I'm gonna mention something about Dun and Bradstreet about paying, as far as your paydex score.
Yeah.
Dun and Bradstreet.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is when you pay something back, what you want to do, don't wait for the the 30 days.
Right.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
What you want to do is pay 6 to 7 to 8 days before it's due.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, based in their system and the algorithm, the way they calculate things, if you pay a little early, then guess what? Your score goes up.
Yeah.
And that can make a big difference when you're negotiating terms.
Yeah.
If you pay right at 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have an average score.
Yeah.
Again, your terms are based on that. And I want you to understand when I'm saying your terms, because, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 percentage points can make a significant difference in the amount of money that you borrow and how much you have to pay back. So you got to pay attention to these things and making sure that you pay earlier than due. Because I know sometimes we get this thing, oh, I got 30 days to make this payment.
Right.
It's just a mindset. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But when you understand Dun and Bradstreet, no, you want to pay it 6, 7, 8 earlier. That way your score will go up even higher.
Yep.
Okay. Because that's economic power. And that's what it's about. You got to have economic power to move forward. But I want to make sure that we teach young people, because I believe, Kevin, that we need to have, like when we do in these sessions, we need to have the 14-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, the 16 sitting next to us, getting this information at an early age. Okay. And then there's no shortage of information. Okay. There's no shortage of knowledge that's out there. It's all out there. I mean, you do a phenomenal job with your network for sharing information all the time. We have to reach back and teach these young people about this, because many of them can put themselves in a position, they can become millionaires by the time they're 18, 19 years old.
Absolutely.
There's no limit to what they can do.
Nope.
So we need to understand we have to mentor them. It's not about just the sports and entertainment. That's fine.
Right.
But we need to have some what I call financial gladiators. And I'll be teaching that tonight with these business people at 8 o'clock on my call that I do for the business people, how to become a financial gladiator. And we're going to talk about principles. That's all I talk about is just principles. Because I know principles, they work.
Yeah.
You know, like I say all the time, Kevin, you know, success is predictable. So is failure. Success is predictable. Universal principles work all the time. And we have to continue to teach these principles. And guess what? We can have so many multi-millionaires and billionaires in the kingdom, so we can advance the agenda of what we're supposed to be doing. We need money to get it done, because the world don't pay attention to you got no money. They pay attention to the money. I don't care how cute you are, how nice you are, I'm anointed. Great. They paying attention to the money. You can't go like Kevin said. You can't go to the bank and say, I'm saved, I love the Lord. let me see your documentation. I need to see your documentation.
Exactly. Ladies, you're not going to walk out of that showroom at the Bentley location. You know, if you're trying to get that Bentley, they're going to check your credit to see if you even got the money in the bank first.
That's right. And you know, Kevin, it was so funny in my meditation today. I thought about this. I said, you know what? And I hope people take this right. I said, you know, like we have a lot of nice people.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of nice people that are in poverty, but they're still nice.
Oh yeah.
We want to get you out of strugglenomics into powerful economics.
Exactly.
Leave strugglenomics to get to powerful economics, because again, the ripple effect in the families are devastating. Okay, so we have to have that protection around the family. Are you wrapping a financial curtain around your family?
Right.
You have a financial war room. To protect your family. You got to get it done, and that's what Kevin is all about. That's what his network is about. Okay, that's what the work he's been doing for years is all about. But again, it's up to you to get it done. Now, as we get ready to wrap up here, like I said often, poor people entertain themselves, rich people educate themselves.
Exactly.
Right? Okay?
I got that.
It doesn't take long to pick up a book, get on a podcast, to get something, but you know, we want to be entertained.
Exactly.
That's what. And that's an illusion.
Yeah.
You know, that's an illusion, just sitting there 4 or 5 hours. You can pick up a book and get on a podcast with Dr. Kevin Vaughan and put something in your mind, because I said in the beginning of the call, like I said, the success triangle with me, Kevin, you got to master headquarters. You got to master headquarters. If your thinking is not right, your business is not going to be right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Think about your life. Everything is based on your decisions that you make, good or bad. So with good thinking, kingdom, divine mentality thinking, now you have a filter to make the right choices. Okay. We're not perfect, but now you have that filter. Okay. Because there's too many, I call it, we got so many prosperity scriptures in the Bible we don't have time to get into. Okay.
Right.
And so the bottom line is, I just wanted to stop by for a few minutes, Kevin, to share
Yeah,
with the
appreciate you,
listening
man.
audience the
Yeah.
importance of building business credit.
Yeah.
Please go to their website. And Kevin, if you can give them my cell number, they can reach out to me
Yeah.
because I'm going to be
Yeah.
working with business all week,
Yeah.
which is
Matter of fact, Doc, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want you to do a commercial break right here because I know somebody out there may want to have you on their show as well. They want to contact you directly. If you would tell us how to get in touch with you, because I want people to take advantage of this time with you to set up an appointment with you later on. But let people know how to get in touch with you, Doc.
absolutely, my friend. It is 678
Mhm.
907 3135. 678 907 3135.
Powerful, powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to take advantage of setting up an appointment with Doc to talk about business credit. This is very serious, folks, because we're talking about your young people. And what's interesting about this is that we're so brilliant as a people. We're so brilliant. We got ideas, we got inventions, and we got all this great things that we can push out on the business model, right? But guess what? Your business model has to be set up properly, folks. That's part of the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. There's billions of dollars out there. In fact, you got folks, as you know, Doc, already talk about populating Mars and the moon and, Pluto and
Right.
Jupiter, I mean, that's pretty serious when you think about the thought process of that, just the dream that can happen. As you know, they're even talking about putting hotels on the moon one day. And guess what? We need to be here too and have a part of our business model up there selling whatever we sell and services. But the point is, folks, you got to think big, you got to think strong, but guess what? You got to know how to do it. There is a game to this, right? There's procedures, there's proper ways to do things. We cannot no longer be mixing apples and oranges. If you in the orange juice business, that's all you producing. Don't put no apples in my orange juice, So we want you to be consistent. We want you to be direct, and we want you to be on point for your business, ladies and gentlemen. And also, Doc mentioned earlier too, Dr. Stroman mentioned earlier about our young people. We want to teach them the correct way the first time. Don't let them go through stuff, losing all this money and time when we could have told them the right way. That's why you want to get in touch with Dr. Stroman, ladies and gentlemen, so he can literally help your young people as well start their business. It may not be you, but if they have a business, help them start it correctly. Help them start with good business credit. Having a line of credit for 50,000, 100,000, to help make their dream happen too as well. But guess what, folks? You got to plan well, and you got to have the right process in place as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Stroman, for sharing this with us. Doc, I want to give you some final thoughts as we get ready to close out, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God continue to bless your ministry and what you're doing. We love you so dearly. And I just leave this with all of you. This is the mantra. Build yourself an empire because riches are within your reach. Build yourself an empire because riches are within your reach.
Yeah.
Have something to pass down from generation to generation to generation. 70% of people who leave planet Earth leave with debt. That is sad.
Yeah.
So we can turn that around. Okay. It starts with us. It starts with a decision. And I pray that you make the right decision because you're worth it. Remember, you are the best that God has ever made. You're not just a good idea. You are a God idea. God bless you, Brother Kevin. Thank you so much, my friend.
Oh, man, you heard it from Dr. Anthony Stroman, ladies and gentlemen, good friend of mine, awesome brother in the Lord. And we thank him so much for his wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, but also his knowledge that he just shared with you, ladies and gentlemen, as we talked about business credit. Every entrepreneur that's going to hear this later on, you must get this in place for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to call Dr. Stroman as soon as possible and get an appointment. Doc, if you don't mind, give that number out one more time because somebody maybe just came in and said, I want to hear more about this.
Amen. Very happy to do that. It is my cell number is 678-907-3135. 678-907-3135.
All right. Hey, guys, we got to go because time is money and money is time, ladies and gentlemen. And we want you guys to get in touch with us through this network. If you guys need to get in touch with Doc, let me know in the network, wherever you're listening to this on, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, all the above. I'll be glad to forward that information to you for Dr. Stroman so you can set up an appointment. Now, he's busy. Okay, so don't be thinking that you're gonna get some free time when you may have to set up some time with them, but be ready to set that time up properly, ladies and gentlemen. And also to take some serious notes when you talk to them. If you talk to them soon, take some notes and then take massive action, ladies and gentlemen, in order to make it happen as well. So Doc, again, thank you so much for your time today, man. Looking forward to having you come back in the future to update us, encourage us, and keep us moving forward as we talk about business credit, personal credit. We talk about motivation and training. Matter of fact, I love this because this is kind of a trademark for Dr. Stroman. Doc, you got to come back and talk about lip aerobics, man. People be talking so much. I never forget that, man, about people talking so much, but don't get nothing done. So we got to talk about that in the future. I love it. And lip aerobics, I love it. Some people got a gold medal, man, getting gold medals every day on lip aerobics. I love it. But that's not the medal you want to get for that reason, that's for sure.
That's right.
But anyway, it's all good, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we want you to have a great day. Doc, we thank you so much for your time today. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave you with this. Always remember to outlove, outserve, and outforgive each other, ladies and gentlemen. And remember that Jesus is Lord. Doc, thank you so much for your time today. God bless you.
You're welcome, my brother.
Y'all get them businesses started, okay? Correctly, okay? And if you need some help, you give us a call, ladies and gentlemen. You got Dr. Stroman's information. And I want you guys to share this out too across the network, and so we can make sure everybody gets this information. Y'all take care. Doc, have a powerful day, my friend.
Back at you, my friend.
All right, God.